Carlos, everything happens for a reason. That's an easy one.
Yeah.
It's an easy one, Carlos.
Yeah, I don't believe in that.
That's a boost right there.
Well, it's a boot. He booted it.
I know, but
Why is he wrong?
Because everything happens for a reason.
I just don't buy it. Like, I don't think drunk driving accidents that end you up in church.
Like me, if I didn't meet Ralph, I wouldn't be here. That happens for a reason.
Yeah, but you could say everything has a reason. Or you could just meet Ralph and then just go about your life.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But drunk driving, that's not.
Yeah, you made it really dark.
This is Karma Farm. We're our killer panel of internet misfits, roasts and riffs on the wildest online stories. Today's topic is the Two Hot Takes subreddit. If you think we did it better, which we did, go over to their YouTube channel and let them know Karma Farm sent you. We also have a very special co-host. Say hello, Jaime.
Hello, what's up, guys?
Here comes our first story. Again, this is from the Two Hot Takes subreddit. Username OK_mathematician3299. How do I tell my friend I let crash at my place that I need her to leave?
I always go, what do you got going on today?
Oh, that's such an obvious one.
Oof.
What do you got going on today? What's up what are you doing this week?
I have Pilates.
Oh, cool. Where's that? Is that coming up? Is that in an hour or so?
It's right now.
Oh,
You're late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, what's the context? Was it like a one-night crash, or was it like they've been there for like a week and you're like, I need to get this person out?
Yeah, how long have you been staying, George?
All right.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm in a bit of a pickle and I'm not sure what to do. I, 23 female, let my friend/coworker, 19 female, crash at my place starting last week after I picked her up for work, and she had nothing but the clothes on her back.
What?
She had a huge argument with her abusive mom and got kicked out.
Carlos hates it. It's like trauma. Ugh.
Trauma boo.
Love that for her.
This happened to me recently where someone wouldn't leave my place.
Like a 19-year-old?
A 19-year-old.
19 female, she'd still be there.
Yeah, can we cut this out of the podcast? Yeah.
But I kind of went crazy. Like, because I was people pleasing and I wouldn't say anything.
How long did it last?
Like 30 hours. And at the end, I yelled,
nothing.
if I was Obama, would you have just stayed around and done nothing all day?
That's what you said?
Yeah.
And that made them leave?
Yeah, they were just so mad. I just went crazy. I just was like, you have to go. Like, it just all came out. I was like, please leave.
What was the final straw here?
They just wouldn't leave the place and I was working.
So you had to be like, what if I was Obama?
Yeah.
You went all the way to what if I was the president of the United States?
Is Obama the busiest guy to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just someone that like you wouldn't act like an idiot.
You would
around
respect.
them.
Because
Yeah.
Obama now has probably a little bit of free time. I mean.
Ooh, interesting.
But
Yeah,
I would
but,
respect
like,
his time.
If you were around Obama, would you just act like you would just kick your shoes off and hang out all day and act like an idiot, or would you like?
Depends on how good of friends I was with Obama.
He makes me comfortable, honestly.
Yeah.
Back to our story, okay? But first, let's meet our panel.
My name's Carlos Herrera, and I believe ghost guns should be legal.
Okay, Luigi Mangione.
Okay, compliment.
Hi, I'm Kazumi, and my unpopular opinion is that I think what happens between two consenting parties is totally kosher as long as they're adults. So for these reasons, I find cannibalism okay.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I like that plot twist.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Kassem. Unpopular opinion I have is that the DMV has their shit together and they're on the ball as
You're
of lately.
wrong.
You're very unpopular.
That's-
very
Wow.
unpopular.
Are you
Isn't it an unpopular opinion supposed to be unpopular?
Hi, I'm Leah Lamar, and my unpopular opinion is that I think we should ban oat milk.
Okay.
I'm done with the alternative milk. Just drink regular milk or have it black like an adult. That's it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, cows and humans only milk.
Yes, nipples only.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm on board.
No oat, no almond. We're done.
I just realized something. I could drink breast milk and
Yeah.
buy it at the grocery store.
You could buy it at Erewhon, I'm sure.
You can.
Yes.
You can buy breast
Colostrum.
milk?
Yeah, shout out Erewhon.
I just
Okay,
realized
wrong.
that and needed to put my hand up.
Thank
say
you.
that I realized that.
The class appreciates that. Thank
Yeah.
you.
You look
Alright.
like you do shop at Erewhon.
Thank you.
As a reminder, kicked out by the abusive mom. She ended up at her boyfriend's house and had to sneak in.
Also abusive. Statistically.
So when I picked her up for work the next morning, I told her she can stay with me until she figures out what she's going to do next. From my understanding, this was supposed to be temporary, but I don't think she thinks so. Her boyfriend brought everything she owns from her mom's place over to my place.
Oh, you can't do that, girl.
No, wait, this boyfriend sucks. It's
He's helping her move? That's so nice.
No, but he should be helping her move into his place.
Yeah, does he not
Yeah.
have a place?
It's giving poor.
Well, he probably
He
stays
hates
with his
her.
parents. They're 23 and 19, so so he's probably living with his parents because she had to sneak into his house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so breaking and entering.
Yeah, I would
Right.
say, hey babe, I know this is kind of a delicate time for you. I do have some other guests coming,
Oh.
and they're coming in 3 days. So if you could leave in like 48 hours, like I give you 48 hours to figure it out, sort of thing. I'm so sorry, so sorry.
So long though, 48 hours.
I also hate lying, but this seems like a really delicate situation, and maybe the only way, because imagine being like, I need you to leave for no one. I need you to leave so I can be alone. It hurts more than like, oh, I've got people coming that I promised
I
that
think
could
saying
stay
that
here.
is good though.
Yeah.
That's what I yelled. I just remembered at this girl.
We remember
was
hearing
it a girl?
Obama. We remember.
No, but I remember yelling
What
that
if
I
it was
wanted to be
Obama?
alone. I said, I'm a grown man. I want to be alone. Like
I'm a
don't-
grown man just like Obama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's unpacked and put stuff away, which is fine, but there's been no mention of what she's going to do next, and I think she believes she can stay here. That's not the case. I told her she can crash here till she figured out what she wants to do next, but I'm not sure she's doing anything about that, honestly. Another thing, I don't know if I should even mention to her, is that all her stuff smells like stale cat piss, and it's low-key making the house smell.
At least you know
mention-
you're in her heart.
Wow, well done.
Thank you. It's the best work I had.
I need her to leave by Labor Day because I'm having family come over and they are planning on using that room. I don't know how to gently tell her I want her to leave without damaging our friendship because we are good friends, but I fear doing this will cause us to not be friends anymore. Any advice on how to approach her about it would be appreciated.
This person's a bitch.
What's with this nerd? Like, bro, you gotta go.
Yeah.
It's Memorial Day.
No, yeah,
Hot
your
dog.
family coming. I think that's
You don't
period.
even need to
Done.
lie.
It's
No, you don't need to lie. Also, it's like you've been a good friend. You did your deed.
You did your deed. What if we just asked her, how long do you need here? Like, get a time, get her to say
I
it.
love that.
But what if she was like 2 years?
Then you go, I don't have 2 years.
Yeah.
I can keep you here till Friday. Then I've got my parents coming over the weekend.
I think
Can I
just
help
that
you
part.
get settled
Yeah.
somewhere else?
Yeah, can I help you get settled somewhere else? Like my parents are coming Labor Day weekend, so unfortunately we got like 5 days left together.
She should run away. That's
No.
what I would do.
This is 2025.
Right.
Helping people with shelter is insane. This isn't like,
Yeah.
you know,
What are
like-
you saying?
Yeah,
This isn't-
basic needs are not being met.
no, this isn't like a war zone or something where like, or
Yeah,
like,
she's probably in like Kentucky.
but it's still America. Like you can barely go hungry in Kentucky. Like nuggets are $1. Like I'm not helping anyone
No,
with this
fast
basic
food
shit.
is expensive now. You have
Yes.
obviously not eaten fast food
You were
in a while.
out of touch, buddy.
I stepped over 3 homeless guys just to get into this, dude.
I'll say
You
this,
stepped
during the
on them.
fires when people said, "Oh, can I stay at your place?" No.
You're the reason why there's 100,000 unhoused people in this city.
You're the reason homelessness exists.
Yeah.
That's true.
So
But-
I want to pile on you, but I'm not gonna. Yeah.
too easy.
No, just give it a go.
I mean,
Give it
it's
a
right.
go.
It's a
But there
punching
were
bag
like
at this
people like
point.
during the fires who were like, "Oh, like there's so much smoke by my house and stuff." It's like, no, like go get a hotel like a human. Like you're fine.
That guy's like, LOL.
Do you have an extra bedroom?
Yes.
Oh, you suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want.
Carlos, what?
No, you can't come over. No.
Unless you're a hot girl sleeping in your bed.
Obviously. Yeah, but I'm not like helping like random people with like
Randoms, no.
What if Jaime
Friends?
needed a place to stay right now?
there's hotels everywhere and I know he can afford one.
You
Me?
don't know that.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
Okay, let's say he can't afford one.
No, I can't.
I would be really mad at him because he has 2 jobs.
Well, let's say he can't afford one. In this scenario, he can't afford
Because
a
he has
hotel room,
3
but he's still
kids.
Jaime.
No, that's crazy. He has 2 jobs.
Oh,
He
yeah.
can afford a hotel room for a night.
Well, I have 3 stepkids, so
What?
chose the wrong
Do you
woman.
actually?
No.
Oh.
Thank God.
not anymore.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Do you think the friendship can survive this?
Yeah, her
Oh.
other friend's not a loser. It's time to go.
Regular adults, yes, but for a 19-year-old, I don't think they have
No.
the capacity, the emotional capacity to be told you have to leave and then not take it personally and resent that person for the rest of their lives.
Yeah. Also, like, what job do they have that she can't get a place?
Yeah, they both.
Like, their coworkers. Where are they working?
Yeah, hi, man.
Erewhon.
Oh,
If they were working at Air One, they could afford places to live.
I bought chocolate milk for like $35.
But I bet it was bomb, right?
It was bomb.
It was bomb.
Like it was rich chocolate.
Yeah.
Very rich.
All right, so final verdict. What is
Final verdict, Erewhon is the place we want to shop.
Yeah.
what does OP say to her 19-year-old friend, which they probably won't survive? I don't think people who use friends like this friendship can survive after you talk to them normally.
No.
But what does she do? Lose the friendship? Do you lose the friendship, or do you let her stay and start to resent her?
Lose the friendship.
Lose it.
Lose the
You're
friendship.
young.
That's it.
You have your whole life ahead of you. You'll make so many more friends.
Yes,
Yeah.
hard agree.
All right, let's start our first game. Jaime will be presenting it for us. What is this game called?
It's called Boost or Boot.
Mm.
Okay?
Okay.
This is from a Ask Reddit question. All right?
Yep. Doing
What-
better than Andres already.
What's a common phrase people say that instantly annoys you? If you disagree, you will say boost. If you agree, they know you. You say boot. Jeff Goldblum.
Thank-
Sorry or not sorry?
Sorry, not sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a big
boot.
Yeah,
boot.
big.
Big boot.
Yeah.
I've never heard that come from a good person.
Yes.
Like, you should be sorry.
It was also very of an era, of a time and place that is, I want to say 2006, 7,
Yeah.
8.
It's giving drunk white woman.
Mustache.
Sorry,
bacon.
not sorry.
Yeah, like sorry,
Hashtag,
sorry.
Must
Double
have
sorry.
taken.
Yeah, there's a hashtag involved.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Mm-mm.
Kazumi. I was today years old.
I like it. Sometimes it's nice to remember.
Yeah, I agree too.
Oh, that was such a sweet
Boost.
answer.
Sometimes
Yeah,
Yeah.
your answer made me boost because I do like it when they're like, I was today years old when I found out this actor was.
the end
A
of
kid
that
in this
sentence
movie.
always makes me tickled. I'm always like, oh, you just found that out?
Yeah, I like when it's like I was today years old when I found that the Titanic was actually the Oceanic and they sunk it because everyone trying to make the bank, the Federal
okay.
Reserve.
Yeah.
Oceanic.
Oh, I went deep on that
I
on
know.
Reddit.
Yeah. What's worse, that or want to feel old?
No, I've
don't
actually
wanna
never
feel
heard that, and I don't want to hear that again.
They prefer-
Why'd you say
Cut my ears off. Cut my ears
I
off.
think
burn
it
them
was
off.
my tone. Let me try it again. Hey, you want to feel old?
I definitely don't
Yeah,
want
so
about-
much better.
Is that not
I
as
don't know.
good?
That was giving Sarah Silverman somehow. Yeah.
Okay.
It was getting sensual. I didn't like it.
All right.
Freaked
Okay.
out.
Carlos.
Mhm.
Everything happens for a reason. That's an easy one.
Yeah. I
You just
boot-
get it's an easy one, Carl.
Yeah, I boot that because I don't believe in that. Everything happens for a reason.
You need God, Carlos.
I just don't.
There's a boost right there.
Well, it's a boot. He booted it.
I know, but
Is it a
should
boost
be
from you?
boost. Yeah, it's a
You can
boost.
say that's wrong.
Yeah, wrong
Wrong
answer.
answer.
Why is he wrong?
Because like everything happens for a reason. Think about it.
Tautology.
I just don't buy it. Like I don't think
Think
like
about
drunk
it.
driving accidents that like end you up in church.
Like me, if I didn't meet Ralph, I wouldn't be here. That happens for a reason.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
you
know
could
about
say everything has a reason, or you could just meet Ralph and then just go about your life.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But drunk driving, that's not.
Yeah, you took it. You made it really dark. Can we go to the next one?
Yes.
That just happened.
Pedro Pascal.
I'm sorry to think he doesn't even know my name, my regular name.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
but he's
just
calling you
naming-
handsome
No, I
actor.
know. I know.
Beautiful
Yeah, let's
man.
see if we can
He's
keep
the
going with it.
hottest
Yeah.
actors ever.
Yeah, he's the
You
best.
do look like you're in Last of Us right now.
Pedro is also daddy.
Pedro?
Yeah.
Daddy.
This is great. Everyone has
You know who
been
that
great
is?
so far.
Yeah.
You do?
I
He's
mean, we're not
handsome.
friends, but I know of him.
Oh. But he's handsome, right?
Good looking man.
Do you think if you wanted to be friends with him, you could?
Yeah.
What would you do? What would be step one?
Got your nose.
That's
Wow.
so funny.
Perfect.
Do you
Literally
think he'd like
hilarious.
it?
Oh, yeah.
I think the hat.
You'd be
Yeah.
tickled.
If you
I
did got
boost
your
that.
nose to anyone in here, we'd be pretty into it.
Yeah.
They'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No offense, but
That's a big boot because it's always followed by an offense. And
Yeah, boo. Just say
it's like, don't take this personally, but
But you're
your
so
mother
ugly.
raised a bad kid.
Ooh.
yeah.
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 Is it ever followed by something nice? Like, no offense, but I love you.
No.
It could. I mean, it could be. Yeah, it's not always bad.
That's
You're always
great
like a half
example.
full glass of water.
Got your nose.
Got your
Yeah,
nose.
your positivity is beautiful.
I'm full of joy. and
Radiant even.
You are.
It rubs off on me. It like makes me in a better mood.
Yeah, he's gonna get happier just being
Yeah.
next to me.
Can you
feel
put your boner away? It's weird. Yeah.
No boner.
Hey, the boner. It makes me happy.
Carlos, do you pee sitting down?
Why would you ask me that?
My ex does. But
It's
he's a
good
guy.
for your prostate. It is.
Is it?
I've started to give it
That's
a
a
shot.
I don't think a man's supposed to sit down and pee, right?
I like to pee standing up.
Well,
Just
you're a
the-
girl.
Well,
Oh wait, You sit down peeing, right?
I can.
Men sit down, right? No, we stand up.
Men stand up. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Carl.
Yeah.
Whatever you did last. Yeah.
Which one do we do?
But I do
All right,
like
keep
those
it moving,
videos.
Jaime. Keep it moving.
Adam Driver.
Oh, okay. Another good one.
Another hottie.
Another one.
This
Danny.
is triggered.
Don't name me.
Oh.
Don't put celebrities with me
Why?
because they'd be like ugly.
What's my celebrity look like?
You.
Palm.
You.
Tia Carrera.
Who is that?
A gorgeous actress that was big in the 90s. Wayne's World? Wayne's
Oh
World.
yeah.
She was on Tiger Belly.
Yeah.
Is she
was.
hot?
Yeah, she
Oh,
is.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
She's
yeah.
still hot.
Yeah, you're very Tia.
I think Palm from Mission Impossible.
Ooh.
Mm.
What's that girl from
So
Charlie's
hot.
Angels?
Lucy Liu. I don't
Lucy
look like her.
Liu.
That's just an Asian woman.
Yeah. That's yeah. That.
Like,
Let's go to our next story. This one, once again, comes from the Two Hot Takes subreddit, username asleepad8496. Should I tell my friend we have a kid together?
yeah, you should.
Hmm.
If you're telling the truth.
Also, your friend is dumb if they don't realize that the kid looks like them.
I'm going to hold off until I hear more.
Yeah, I need to hear more.
What if this friend is abusive, on drugs?
Womp womp womp.
Editor,
Editor,
put a
play a
big
womp womp.
womp sound.
Womp.
I slept with my best friend while we were in high school. We always joked about how we were friends with benefits and it was strictly just friends having fun. He didn't know at the time that I was desperately and madly in love with him.
Gay.
The last time we had sex, I did end up getting pregnant. I had our baby and put him up for adoption as we were both young.
I thought you
and
said put him up on eBay.
as we were both young, and I didn't want to obligate him to me or make him take a different path in life.
Why didn't you take a different path in life and get an abortion, bitch?
Jeez.
Oh, geez.
I hate that I agree with you.
Yeah,
Really
I know.
It's
I was thinking
crazy.
it the whole time.
Yeah.
I was like, what if she's like super Christian and she couldn't? And
Ugh.
Yeah.
These are things he had freaked out about previously when his girlfriend had a scare.
shocker, a guy getting worried about a pregnancy scare?
And then?
And then?
Many years later, about 6, he confessed to me that he had always loved me and that he thought he had no chance because I always said that we were just friends with benefits.
This is like a Romeo and Juliet situation.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Talk
It's
about ships
tragic,
in the
though.
night.
Yeah, literally.
Anyway, I've been in contact with our son, and he wants to know more of his dad. Our son knows his dad doesn't know about him. I guess my question is, should I tell my best friend after all these years? I'm afraid to tell him since he has a wife and 2 kids now.
Yeah.
Also, the son, it's giving trauma.
Yeah.
That's right.
Trauma.
That's right.
I love that for you. Yeah, keep it to yourself, buddy.
I feel like this woman ruined 2 lives. She's ruined the kid's life by putting him up for adoption. Let's just assume he's in a terrible home.
Yeah.
And then she's about to ruin her best friend's life by
Yeah.
shattering his world.
You think that would ruin his life? He wouldn't be like, yippee!
He could have.
No, he wouldn't say yippee at all. There's no way.
If you were OP, would you rather tell your best friend about this and risk his marriage or risk not telling him about his son? What's more important?
I think
His
the marriage can make it.
Marriage is going to make it.
Yeah,
It's
because-
outside of his control.
Yeah, and this is a kid from when they were teenagers. And
Yeah,
they-
I think it's fine.
I think it's a lot to put on someone, to tell someone. It's like a bomb. It's dropping a bomb on his life.
it's dropping a bomb, but he'll survive. He's an
Do you think it
adult.
would ruin your day if, like, a lady you hooked up with in high school?
I think it'd ruin more than just my day.
Yeah.
It'd probably ruin like a couple days.
Yeah,
And I don't want that.
yeah,
Like, I don't want
Carlos
Wednesday.
can't be put out for 2 days.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just got off the phone with my friend. I told him everything. Apparently, he knew I was pregnant. My friend had let it slip one time. He thought it was his since he knew that I was only sleeping with him. He didn't know that I had the baby,
What?
but said he was happy that there's part of us together out in the world.
He's a young idiot.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
He said he'd love to have a relationship with his son and wants to make arrangements for all of us to meet. Thank you all for your perspectives and advice. This went way better than I was expecting. Heart.
I mean, good for them.
Yeah.
It's a good attitude.
It's a good
Happy
attitude.
story.
Yeah, we'll see.
But
how
the fact
kid
that
ends
he
up.
knew she was pregnant and he didn't say anything is crazy.
Maybe
I'd
it
be
was
like,
awkward.
fuck that dude.
Yeah.
He
That
doesn't
would
know
change
she
everything
gained
for me.
weight.
Yeah. If you knew I was pregnant, you weren't like, hey,
you
should
didn't
we talk
help?
about this? You didn't
But you
give
didn't
me
help them
money.
through the
You didn't.
pregnancy.
Yeah, you didn't come to the sonogram appointment. You didn't come to anything, but you knew I was pregnant with
But
your
I'd be like,
baby.
why did you tell me you were pregnant? That's kind of weird.
They're both. It's both. It's bad on both people.
I think
But
it's
if he
worse
knew-
on the
yeah.
guy for not helping during the pregnancy. If it's his kid,
Yeah.
he should be like driving her around and shit.
Teenagers don't. They're all dumb. They're all scared.
Yeah,
we can't judge a teen for wanting to not be a part of a kid's life. They're kids themselves.
Babies having babies.
Babies having babies. And what I think is, based on his sort of reaction after hearing it, is like, oh, he's got his shit together. He's a good dude.
Yeah, I think he's a good
He's
dude,
doing
too.
the right thing now when it matters. So
How
good
old's
for
he
them.
now?
6 years. If the kid's like 6 or something, so whatever.
So he's
6 years after high school.
Yeah,
Oh, so he's like
that's
20.
still
Mad
dumb.
young.
His
I don't know
frontal
how-
lobe just formed.
Like
Yeah.
he's too
Leonardo DiCaprio would dump him.
He's
but
learned
he's too
empathy.
optimistic. Like his optimism is just being dumb.
But
Like,
OP is calling him her best friend, and he didn't even know she was pregnant.
Yeah, how close is this?
That's
best
why,
friend?
like,
a
I'm
horrible
this-
friend.
How could you not know? Every time she gets in the car, he's like, "Wow, you're getting so fat. You should try
Yeah.
Ozempic. Damn, you're just putting on the pounds, babe."
Like, yeah, I know nothing's working.
Yeah, I keep eating all these
You
cheeseburgers. It's
hear
so weird.
crying from inside the womb.
All right, this next game, guys, is called Charleston Whites.
Oh yeah.
All right,
oh
here we
yeah,
go.
this game.
One word association, we already know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what's the game?
Yeah.
Charleston Whites.
Charleston Whites.
Charleston Whites.
Okay.
It feels racist.
It is.
Okay.
I mean, White.
ready.
and Charleston is a black name.
Yeah.
Um,
No, wait, what?
Jaime, I got it.
I got it.
Yeah.
you know the game, right?
Yeah.
I think so. It's word association.
One word association.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one's for you, Carlos.
Mm-hmm.
Wicked.
Green.
Meghan Markle.
The book that her husband wrote. I read the book.
Okay.
Spare.
Yeah. I got it.
Name.
I liked it.
Prince Harry.
Red.
Joe Rogan.
What?
Joe Rogan.
Austin.
Ground beef.
Joe Rogan.
All right. Kazumi. Mr. Beast.
Yum. Because he has
Ford.
his chocolate,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Ford.
Ford. Room.
Mm,
Faster.
I like that.
All right. Mr. Logan Paul.
Who?
Logan Paul.
I don't know who that is.
Master Logan Paul.
Master Logan Paul. Is that the one that saw the dead dude in the forest?
Yeah.
Or is
Yeah.
the other one a good guy? Are they like alpha omega? One's good, one's evil. Or
No, they're both pretty bad.
they're equally
Yeah.
evil.
The Paul. Yeah.
I've met him. He's pretty nice.
I'd kiss him. Yes.
Alex Cooper.
Oh, I'd kiss her for sure.
Nice.
That's a rare white woman W for me.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Liam.
we're talking about Alice Cooper.
Alex Cooper.
Alex
Oh,
Cooper.
Call her
She
daddy.
has a new
Podcast.
show coming out. Looks good.
Okay,
Alice
Wait, would you
Cooper
would you
now.
kiss me?
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yay!
Isn't that nice to hear?
All right, I can leave now. Bye, guys. Thank you.
covered.
Yeah.
Nice to hear.
For our final story, we'll give you guys a choice of which one you want to talk about. We've got a more serious one that we could get into. The cause of the male loneliness epidemic is that men don't want to be friends with women.
I have a lot of guy friends.
Yeah.
But do they secretly want to fuck you?
Who cares?
I like that attitude.
Not
of who
my
cares.
business. I think you're probably gay if you don't want to fuck me. So we're just friends, and that's okay.
God, I love that.
That's right.
Okay. So I think we answered that one. Moving on.
All right. The other option is my therapist turned my trauma into podcast content.
LOL.
Carlos, did you write this?
No, but that's insane
Yeah.
and illegal, I think.
Yeah. Patient confidentiality or whatever.
No, if they don't say the name, they're
But
skirting
it's like,
around
but
it.
there's like social media therapists, and they're
But they're not like bound by law.
yeah.
Like the therapist.
Therapy is lawless.
All right, so which of these do we want to get into more?
I want to see what this trauma is. I wonder if it's
Okay.
hilarious.
My therapist turned my trauma into podcast content. You're not going to believe what I found. My therapist, who I thought was helping me, has a podcast. That wasn't the problem. The problem was what she was
Period.
posting. A friend sent me a link one day just saying, hey, this sounds a lot like what you went through. I clicked it out of curiosity. The voice hit me first. It was my therapist. Calm, smooth, familiar. Then came the story. It was mine.
Can she tell us?
Yeah. What's the story?
What the story is?
Do they tell us?
Same events, same emotions, same weird details. She changed the name, sure, but not enough. It was like she ripped the words straight from my sessions and turned them into content.
I'm trying to imagine this show. Like it's like a podcast where she's like, "Hey, guess what? I had a patient and she has daddy issues." Like that's. The
I think
podcast.
that is what it would be like,
Yeah.
more or less.
She'd be like, I can't say the patient's name, but let's call them Leah.
Yeah, how would you feel if this was you?
It would depend on what it was. Because if they're not using my name, I'm going to regret saying this. If they're not using my name, but they're sharing a story to help people, and it could help someone else who's going through something similar, I might not be upset.
Hard agree. Okay, I've been thinking about this for the last 60 seconds. Thinking really hard. I've been thinking really hard about this. The only people that would know about it, like this friend that brought it up to him, probably know him, and he was told this by the person with the trauma. No one else that shouldn't know probably knows about it, and they wouldn't know based on this podcast because they changed the name. It's a little loophole. I know it seems kind of cheap, but if it does help people in any way, like, it serves kind of a purpose.
Yeah. But I
They're the one paying for it. Fuck all the people.
the therapy should be for free.
That is a great point.
Yes.
They should be
Wow.
getting free therapy sessions, and I think the therapist should have brought it up and said, hey, would you mind if I told your story? I'll give you free therapy.
Yes.
I'll change the name. And that's a little mutually beneficial.
It's all
Imagine if it
cringy,
was
though.
per session, like and you're like, okay, I do have 3 stories from you today that I'd like to use. And then,
Thank you.
and then
I got
every
an
time
hour
you go,
to fill.
yeah, and then every time you go to therapy, the next time they go, I'm like, no, we're good. That's $150. You're like, wait, my stories weren't good enough.
Any professional that wants like a second job,
No.
don't be involved with that professional. That's just crazy.
No.
Yeah, it
Also-
does seem greedy.
I do think that you should
Dr.
have a
Drew?
certain amount of time after the story's been told in a session, like 2 months after the session, they can then talk about it, I think.
Dr. Drew's an exception because he was on TV and TV trumps everything.
But that's his second job.
Yeah, but it's a better second job
What's
because
up?
it made you famous.
Made you look
people
like a
called-
fool.
People called Dr. Drew for the longest time and told them
Yeah,
on
yeah,
air.
yeah. That was consensual.
Being on TV or movies is the highest honor in Western civilization. So to have that as your aspiration, aside from your normal job,
Besides
is
hanging out
totally
at
fine.
Obama's house.
Yes,
The highest honor.
but even Obama's daughter wants to be like a TV writer. Like, what kind of loser would want that
A
job?
director.
Well, she wrote
She
on
directed, like, a
Don
short film.
Glover's show.
Oh,
So,
she did that too?
Yeah, that was her first.
Oh,
gig.
these kids, these Nepo babies.
Don't worry, she
That's
got
a
rid of her.
problem.
She's getting rid of her last name.
Yeah,
become
that's
Malia.
really,
Is she?
nobody's going to know who it is. Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that.
She'll just be Malia.
She's going to go by the Hussein instead. That'd be sick.
Malia Hussein.
All right, we're done with that then. That was too funny.
That was good.
All right, so final thoughts on using, do we have too many podcasts? Do too many people want to be podcasters?
Too much content these days.
Yeah.
You can't be surprised. I literally
Oh, wow.
a year ago, I was like, somebody's gonna die on a live stream. Everyone live streamed.
Oh,
Someone's gonna die, and it happened 3 times in like a month.
The New
last
Zealand
month.
shooting was live streamed.
Whoa,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
so spooky.
Yeah, like
People are always filming you no matter what.
Always.
And I know that because I'm accidentally filming other people all the time.
It
Everything's
sounds like we're
done.
split on this. I think, or am I wrong?
It's only gonna get worse. There's nothing we can do about it. Everyone's just gonna make content about everything at all times. Everyone's gonna be live streamed at all times. Everyone's
Surely
gonna have
Having the meta
on.
glasses, they're
Yes.
just going to be live streaming constantly. Yeah.
But they're
nothing's
half-
private.
like if you go to therapy, like
Is that not a
you
safe
have,
space?
yeah, exactly.
The
You have to
statute
assume that that's their job. And
You're
they
gonna have
want-
to seek out a therapist who doesn't make content, which is in the future gonna be really tough.
Okay,
They charge
but I'll
triple.
tell you this part. Okay, so I used to have a very old therapist. She was 80, and she didn't even have. She only had a landline,
oh
so I
my
had to
God.
call her to leave voicemails. And this is. I know it sounds crazy, but she was such a G when it came to relationships and how to talk to you. But she didn't understand my trauma of being left on red.
Yeah.
Just
I was
couldn't
like,
get
she
it.
just can't relate to me. You know,
That makes
Stenopad
no
is just
sense.
unread?
Yeah.
Question mark?
Leah, why
question
do you
mark?
have an 80-year-old therapist?
What do you mean?
Oh,
needs to
she's
be
the best.
Amazing. She was healing a wound for me of of not having grandparents.
Your therapist needs to go
Oh,
to
wow.
Burning Man.
What'd you say?
Your therapist needs to go to Burning Man.
Literally.
That's how to become like.
That's
whoa.
right.
Sorry.
What
So, yeah.
an episode. Thanks so much for watching Karma Farm.
Hey, can
Next
I ask
one-
something? Oh,
Yeah, please,
I have,
please.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
All right, so I want. It's not on Reddit. You can cut this out.
Yeah.
But I just want to get people's opinions from like 2 girls and 2 men.
From
Uh-huh.
two girls in
Oh,
one
okay.
cup.
Ew.
I went on a blind date
Okay.
and
She was blind.
What's so funny?
I went on a blind date and we're gonna watch a movie at 2:30.
AM?
Yeah, at home.
AM or PM?
PM.
Oh.
Tomorrow?
No,
Oh, you already went on the date.
I already went on a date.
Okay.
So we're in contact. It was a setup from my cousin. We meet up in the parking lot in her car
Why?
because she lives like
It's like
40
buying
minutes
puppies
out,
off the internet.
and I live.
Okay.
But we're meeting up,
You met at the McDonald's parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then we drop her off the kid,
Yeah.
and we cross paths like in cars, and there's a parking spot, and then she's like, "You take it," and I took it, and,
You failed the first test.
Yeah.
Exactly.
and then I did.
And then she just kept driving and you never saw her again?
Well, no. So I'm on the phone, and she's like, and I told her, "Okay, let me know when you find a parking spot."
Okay.
So I take this parking spot, which is close to the theater, and then she parks like across the street. And then we're walking to the theater, and she's like, "Hey, why'd you do that?" I said, "What?" She's like, "Why'd you take that parking spot?" I said, "Because you told me to." I said, "No, that was like a stupid question. Like, you're supposed to be a gentleman and let me take it. Who's
Women
right
never-
or wrong?"
Women
she
never
hot?
tell you the truth.
She's
No.
pretty. She's pretty.
Are things currently still? Are you guys still seeing each other?
She saw the podcast, and she's kind of iffy.
She thinks you're famous now.
No, she's.
Oh, okay.
He is famous.
Had the
Um,
reverse effect.
Yeah. Oof.
It had
I
the
would
reverse
say-
effect.
I would say this is manipulation because in my head, if somebody waved me into a spot, I'd be like, "Oh, cool. They must know or have seen another spot that they're gonna go park in, and they're being nice." I don't feel chivalry extends to
Cars.
vehicles.
I
and
do.
car spots,
I actually.
Am I
especially
wrong?
when being offered up by the other person. If you want the chivalry, don't
She
don't
shouldn't
give
have
me a
offered
test to fail.
She shouldn't have offered it.
I would say you're right. She's wrong. But would I
Yeah.
participate in this tomfoolery? Absolutely.
Not the
That's
tomfoolery.
so funny.
Oh,
Yeah.
you do this.
I will. I'll be like, oh, the bill will come, and I'll be like, I got it.
And you
Oh,
want us to. No, I got it.
I'll put my check there.
1,000,000%.
I did that the other day with a guy friend who is really wealthy. Like, we're just friends, but we went to lunch, and I like pulled my card out. He's like, "You don't have to," and I was like, "Thank you for letting me at least pretend." And then I put it away.
Yeah.
Like we both knew I wasn't gonna pay.
I
We
think I
all
keep
knew.
paying.
We all knew.
I
It's like
keep
a little fun
paying.
game, you know.
I keep being like, oh, they took my card.
Ugh.
Okay.
So should I? Am
You're
I
already
wrong?
lost. I
Yeah, you
think
already
you're,
lost.
Did you hit?
just move on.
I got a kiss on the cheek.
I
Ooh,
think,
yeah,
I think
exactly.
you're
That's
fine.
weak.
I think if you want to, on the next date, if there is one, try and make it up in some way and surprise her. You
Open
can.
the door for her.
Buy her like sunglasses.
Well, I did buy the.
Buy
hold
her
on.
sunglasses.
Just always buy something expensive and then just wait for something to happen.
We did go to the mall, and she
There you
saw.
go. There you go.
What's that cologne perfume? Da Vinci.
She expensive.
Yeah,
It's
that's
expensive?
expensive.
Is that how you pronounce it? Because I have never known how to say it.
I didn't even know that was a
Givenchy
thing.
or Givenchy?
Givenchy.
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 Givenchy, right?
I was
You,
hearing
you
You're-
said it
you just
differently
said-
every
The
time.
first time was right. I
Givenchy?
think.
Givenchy.
Givenchy?
Yeah.
She wanted that, so I was like,
Did
Wait,
you get
did
it for
she
her?
ask you for it?
no, because the sales lady was like, "Hey, smell this, and like, I'll have you on him all night." So she's like, "Oh, you want that?" I was like,
Did you? So you didn't get it?
"I didn't get it."
Okay.
How many
So-
dates in are you?
This is next week. Is gonna be our second one.
Did she
Oh.
act like
Okay.
you were Justin Bieber? Was
Hmm?
she just like, oh my God?
What?
Did she act like you were Justin Bieber? Like, did she know she was gracing the presence of a legend?
No,
Oh.
Mm.
a girl did come up to us. So
Oh,
Did they
that's a
ask
good
for a
look.
pic?
That's a good look.
They were like, oh.
Yeah.
and then she's like, "So it begins."
Oh.
I was like,
Oh,
"What?"
nice.
'Cause
So
she watches the podcast.
Well, now you have a lot of leverage.
Yeah. And then
And-
another girl came up to you and you're like, "Oh, I'm glad the Venmo went through."
Yeah.
No, but am I right or wrong?
I think you're okay.
I think you're
yeah.
okay.
I think you're
just use
okay.
fame and money to help yourself,
Yeah.
so
Absolutely.
because
So-
that will get you what you want.
But just be extra chivalrous. It seems like she wants to be courted, but she may be weird about it. Like, no,
But that's fair. She should
Yeah,
be courted.
I agree. Just be extra.
Do you have it in you to keep up with her tests and things like that?
No,
Her little.
he doesn't.
Is she
If you
hot enough
don't,
to
it's
keep up
only
with the
there's only going to be more of that from this
Jesus.
point on.
he's like, oh Jesus.
So
It's a lifetime.
you could sleep with her and get that out of the way if you want, or you could just end it early.
Get that out of the way.
Well, because you want to. You said she's hot, right?
Yeah, she's pretty.
Yeah. And you're gonna be going through these girls a lot, buddy.
You mean knocking them down?
You're gonna be
Be a
cutting
lot of
through
work.
these broads. brother.
Are you looking for wifey or are you trying to have fun?
I'm looking for wifey.
Mm.
Well, he could have fun with wifey.
Yeah.
She has 3 kids.
Okay. Okay. We need it.
This current
Oh my
one?
God.
Oh, 2 kids, and
That's 2 men.
Oh,
Wait,
these
this
are-
is us putting a therapy
These are
session
the
on a
three
podcast.
step
Yeah.
children you were speaking of.
Well, those are the 3 kids I have.
Oh.
Oh,
I have a tendency to hook up with
milk.
Women who have 3
Moms?
kids?
Mom.
Why always 3 kids?
3 or 2.
You're a milf lover. Milf
Because they're
lover.
Mexicans, right?
Pass.
That's why they have so many kids. Yeah,
Yeah, the last 3 will.
exactly. That's why.
Wait,
yeah.
do you have a MILF fetish?
I don't know.
No, he just likes Latin women, and most Latin women have like 1 million kids by 30.
By 30, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
they commit. They go all the way.
I love it.
I know you love it.
Yeah.
Thank you. That has been another episode of Karma Farm. Come back next week. The topic is workplace disasters with special guests Ben Avery and Peter Kim. And it's going to be another great episode. Thanks so much. Subscribe, do everything. Follow our guests wherever they told you earlier in the show to follow them.
Hey, I'm Leah Lamar. You can find me at Leah Lamar on Instagram, and I'm on tour.
Hi, I'm Kassem G. I'm at Kassem G everywhere, not on tour.
Hi, I'm Kazumi. My Instagram is Kazumi's World, and I'm also not on tour.
Hi, my name is Carlos Herrera at Herrera Carlos. I'm on tour as the tour manager.
Nice. I'm Jaime Garcia. You can find me on the Jaime Garcia and go watch Karate Kid Legends.
Do you have a podcast?
Oh, yeah. The Fat Fish Podcast.
You never promote it.
Oh, yeah. Forget. The Fat Fish Podcast.
It's really good, actually.